Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am showing you how to make the best meat pie ever. In this video we're going to cover how to make the best pie dough, the pie dough that you can use for your meat pie, your chicken pie, your apple pie and every other pie that you want to make. And I'll be showing you how to make the filling, the step on how to build the flavor. So if you've been wanting to perfect your pie, stick to the end. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to make the sauce for this meat pie. For this, you go in with some oil and then add in the seasoning powder. Use seasoning powder, not seasoning cube. Pour in the seasoning powder in the oil and give it a good stir. This is to help build flavor for this, and trust me, don't skip this step. This is one of the key steps that add a lot of flavor to your meat pie sauce, so you don't have to do too much to the sauce and the sauce is still going to come out tasting so great. So add in a pinch of rosemary and onion and give it a light stir. Then go in with a little amount of curry or a little amount of turmeric just for some color. Don't overdo it. Okay, so toast everything together before we introduce the main star of the show, which is the beef. Your beef can be minced, it can just be cut into tiny pieces just like mine. Add on the meat and give it a good stir so that juice and the seasoning will go into the beef. Okay, you don't want a tasteless beef for your meat pie. Now go in with a chopped Irish potato and also give it a good stir. So we're doing add and stir, okay? Next, go in with your carrot. Go in with pepper flakes for some heat and give it another stir. Now go in with the meatstock, or you can just go in with plain water. Now after this, we're going to cover it and we're going to go right into making the dough. For the dough, I'm using the ratio of 2:1, 500 grams of flour to 250 grams of butter and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg is optional, but trust me, it adds a whole lot of flavor to your meat pie. You don't want to mix it, so add nutmeg to your meat pie today and thank me later. Now combine everything together. Your dough must be crumbly and sandy like this. Once you get a crumbly and sandy dough like this, then it's time to add the water. I'm using very cold water for this recipe and I use approximately about 3 cups of water. So just add water gradually until it forms a dough. You don't want your dough to be too hard or too soft. So just watch the texture of my dough in this video, and that is the exact texture that your dough should be at. Okay, once the dough forms, bring it together like this and set it aside if you are using immediately, or you can just set it in your fridge to chill a lot more. The chiller the dough, the better the flakes. Okay, now let's go back into our sauce. Then the sauce has been boiling for a while, so to thicken the sauce, we're going to do 1 tablespoon of corn flour to 3 tablespoons of water. Stir it very well to combine, and then take it back into the pot of sauce and pour it in the sauce. This is going to thicken the sauce. give this a good stir and cover it to cook for another 5 minutes. Okay, now look at this consistency. This is just the consistency that you're looking for. Don't mind the fact that it's a bit thin now. It is going to thicken the more when it cools down. So this is why I always leave mine at this consistency. Now back into making, back to the dough. I'm going to say, we're going to divide this dough into 6 parts. Roll out the dough so it is not too thick and it is not too flat. If it is too flat, it's going to tear when you are putting it in your dough cutter or trying to take it out. So make sure that the thickness of your dough is just like the thickness of what you're seeing in this video. Okay, just about this thickness. Place the dough in the meat pie cutter and scoop in 2 tablespoons of the meat sauce. Now cover it and gently press on the side. Press on the side so that it covers properly and your meat pie wouldn't open when you are taking it out. Okay, now so this is exactly how you want the meat pie to look and the body to feel like. Repeat the same process until the dough is exhausted. So to make the pie come out very nice, shiny, and looking as good as you see at the beginning of this video, we're going to take 1 egg, crack it and separate the egg whites from the yolk. Yes, you can set aside egg whites and eat it or use it for your muffins later, but put in the egg yolk in a bowl and let that juice sip out. We're going to use this yolk part to make the egg wash for the pie. You can decide to add a little drop of milk if you are making a lot of pie so that the yolk can go around, but because the pies I'm making is not really too much, I am going to work with just this 1 yolk. So apply the yolk at the back of the meat pie. Be generous with it so that your meat pie will come out looking like a fine girl. Score the back of the meat pie dough with a knife. You can decide to do this with a fork or just any other thing that's going to make it look outstanding. I started doing this knife trick and it works so much for me. It always makes my meat pie come out looking so good. So this has been my favorite way to score meat pie or give it a nice design so that it comes out looking beautiful and appealing. Go ahead and bake this for approximately 45 minutes or until the back is golden like this. And you guys, this is what you have: a nice, beautiful looking meat pie that's not just appetizing but super duper delicious. See, with this meat pie recipe, your meat pie game is going to change because this is super delicious and the dough is giving. The dough is not tacky, it's not drawy, it is super flaky. It's giving everything that a premium meat pie should give. My friend, if you like this recipe, please give it a like. Drop a comment in the comment section. Every comment is going to help you to push this video to the right audience. So please drop a comment and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe as I share amazing recipes on this channel. See you in my next one.